What's up guys, welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh Capsule Coliseum. Here I am recording the second episode, so I guess I'm committing to the bit now. So yeah, you're going to get a Capsule Coliseum Let's Play. Whether it's successful or not, who knows, but I'm committed now. Last time we beat Joey Reeler quite easily, because, well, he's a jobber. And Tristan, Tristan should be the first one, I think, because at least Joey has played Duel Monsters, the card game, whereas I don't think Tristan's ever played it even in the cartoon. I could be wrong on that. It has been a long fucking time since I watched it. The only thing I remember him doing was he was a bully to Yugi. Yugi helped him against a bigger bully. Well, I say helped. And well, they ended up being friends. So, I don't really know what to add to that. Tristan's not the most interesting character. He doesn't get a lot of backstory. Only the basic stuff to show how he knows Yogi. Anyway, let's see the stage introduction. The stage cool, at least. I'll give him that. Give him that.
Ta-da! It's me, the man, the legend, Tristan Taylor. Yugi, I may not be as experienced as you when it comes to games, but if you take me lightly, I'm gonna make you pay.
I know. That's why I'm going to use all my skills to defeat you. No matter who my opponent is, I will use all my strength to defeat you.
Unless there's a little girl you feel sorry for.
That is my proof as a true duelist.
Oh, maybe you don't need to use all your skills. You know, maybe just some, please?
So yeah, Tristan, not the most interesting of characters. Except for in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, he's fucking hilarious. That's mostly just because his only character trait in that is he's got a goofy fucking voice. So, but it's funny. You know. So yeah, like I said, I don't think he ever actually does a duel in the show. The only thing I remember him doing was he gave the Swamp Battle Guard to Joey, and that made him win his duel with Mai. I want to say it was Mai. He definitely helped Joey somehow by giving him an extra monster, and bullshit ensued, basically. So yeah, he's got half of his monsters are Thunder. I have no Earth type, so I can't exploit anything with that. And the other half are Wood types. And thankfully, when you beat Joey, you get the chance to get 2 Fire Reapers, which will come in handy in this one. I'm going to bring in... Actually, no, I was going to use Happy Lovers, but maybe not the risest of moves, because they're weak. Light's weak to Thunder, so... yeah, I'll bring in a Root Water as well, fuck it. There we go. So I've got 3 Water, 2 Fire, 1 Wood. So yeah. So this is the thing I do, is there are monsters that can only attack half the squares in the game, when they've got the cross-type movement and the cross-type attack. They can only attack half the squares. So if you place your symbol on the same square as them, even that doesn't matter, because you could quite easily just change one over, but you might as well make sure that they can they start on a square that's not able to be attacked by the enemy. And likewise, if you've got your own cross monsters, which, you know, they're not completely worthless, but they're a bit lackluster in the fact they're the only monster that is most definitely limited to a certain degree. So yeah. Also, I forgot to mention this when I made my symbol, but there's a... I'll show you on the level up screen, but there's a special stat which is bonus power, which adds extra attribute points to your monsters and powers them up, basically.
It's time to start.
Yes, it is. And what that means is anything that's the same attribute as your symbol gets a significant boost. Conversely, even, well, in this case, I'm water, so fire is what is weak to water. So all fire monsters get a debuff. You see, he's nowhere near as strong as when Joey was using it. His attack power was 170 plus. whereas it's now under 130. Sorry, just over 130. So yeah, and also fire.
All I gotta do is keep attacking.
Is the offensive type in this game, in the sense that that's their main. Every attribute has its best stat. With water, it's defense, which is why I picked them, because I'm going to have a ton of survivability later on in the game. But with fire, their dominant stat is the attack stat. So fire types become real glass cannons.
Tear down your
And because they don't get the boost, any boost at all from a water element, they're going to be non-existent in my capsule. I want to say deck, but it's not really a deck if it's not cards, is it? But I'm trying to find words and they're escaping me. But I'll just say deck because it's easier. So yeah, in my capsule deck, you won't be seeing any fire monsters later on at all. They'll all be taken out because they'll all be basically worthless. That also applies with other elements. So if you have a light one, your dark monsters are going to be pretty useless. So I wouldn't recommend going with light, because well, for a start, there's not exactly that many dark users in the game. There's quite a few instances of dark monsters being used, but not many dark symbols. So yeah, it's not really beneficial. And likewise, there's quite a few interesting dark monsters that you'll miss out entirely on using. So yeah, we haven't come across this yet, but each stage will occasionally have hazards. This one's got two. It's got this anus-looking plant is spewing poison gas. So anything that isn't a wood attribute will take... I think it's only 15 at this point in the game, but later on it becomes quite serious damage-wise. But it'll take 15 damage every turn it's in this gas, if it's not a wood type. And at the same time over here, all these electrical panels, someone needs to redo the wiring. But if you're not a thunder type, you'll take 15 damage over here as well. So usually for this level, I hang back and just wait for the wait for Tristan to move all of his pieces onto my half of the grid. But this is a let's play. We want to be a bit exciting. Don't want me to just wait around for fucking 700 turns. If I'm not aggressive in these videos, then it's going to be even more boring than I initially thought it might be. Again, I'm still not fully 100% sure if this is going to be a good Let's Play or not, but I'm giving it a go because I'm pretty sure no one else has done one in it, and the reason for that may very well be simply because it's not very entertaining. But we'll see. So yeah, even in the story, I think. Even after Duelist Kingdom, which is my favourite series personally, I'm not going to move him because he'll get an attack on him without being able to, you know, he'll be attacked first, so that's a bad move. So yeah, after Duelist Kingdom, even after when he's in what the fuck did Kaiba do? Was it Duelist City or Battle City? I don't fucking know. Some kind of tournament that Kaiba set up. His whole storyline was, oh, stay with Joey's recovering sister, and that's quickly changed to try and bang Joey's recovering sister. So, he's not the most, I've said it before already, he's not entertaining. There's not a lot to say about him, for fuck's sake, because I can't think of anything that he has done in the series, other than become the, machine soldier for that one duel against Bakura, which was interesting, I'll admit. It was kind of fun. That was one of my favourite episodes, was when Bakura did the weird shit, the weird dark magical shit, which made every one of the main party became their favourite card. So Tia was, what the fuck was that fucking card called? It was time magician thing. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can totally move there. So I'm just gonna wait. Fuck, what was it called? Oh, fuck. Magician of Faith. Magician of Faith. So that's what Tia became. Joe became the Flame Swordsman, because the Flame Swordsman, even though it's a really crappy card, is really cool looking. That's just my opinion. People can disagree. You know, that's an interesting question. Let me know in the comment section, guys. What do you think is the coolest looking card from the Yu-Gi-Oh universe?
My monster's not beaten yet.
Now, I'm not talking about the strongest. I'm talking about which one do you personally think looks the coolest. For me, I think Flame Swordsman is definitely up there. You know? Yeah, what's I talking about? Yeah, and,
I'll use all my skills until the very end of the duel.
And, what's his face? Tristan becomes machine, or either machine soldier or cyber soldier or something along those lines. I'm gonna get attacked regardless, ain't I? No, I'm good. If I move here, I can't get attacked. Yugi now, regular Yugi. When I say that, not Yami Yugi, because Yami Yugi was the one doing the duel. But I think Yugi became the Dark Magician, but he may not have been involved at all.
I'm gonna repay you 10 times back.
And Bakura became Change of Heart, and that's how Yugi won. Basically, was because Bakura, the actual Bakura, and not the magic evil bullshit Bakura, decided, no, I don't want my friend to get taken to the Shadow Realm. So he cheated, is what happened.
Time out.
Is regular Bakura cheated so that Dark Bakura would lose the duel, and wow, and all of his friends would be alive, basically.
With that guy gone, things only look downhill from here.
So yeah, things are really easy for the first 2 stages, definitely, because every duel you have, you're at the advantage. Even later on, and we'll get to that when we get to it, but later on it gets a bit bullshitty, especially with the final duel of the game. But we're a ways off from that yet. You'll always have.
Man, I feel like an amateur in a world of champions.
You'll always have a 1 monster advantage at the beginning of the duel, so as long as you don't lose any pieces, you'll be on top. For these first 2 fights, when you're still learning the game to an extent, they're really lenient, and because Joey and Tristan are idiots, they give you a 2 monster advantage.
I take damage there. I can't let that happen again.
Yeah, you can.
All right, everything went according to plan.
If you say so, Tristan. It's damage you're going to have to take, especially if you haven't got a monster that can move more than 3 spaces. You need 3 or more spaces to be able to circumnavigate the damage dealing zones, or you just have to grin and bear it and fucking take a hit. So yeah, it's up to you which way you do it, but honestly, especially if you're not doing a second cycle, if you're on your first cycle, you're going to have to just take the hits, I'm afraid. But it's only 15 at this point. This is the only level where you have to go through a couple of damage dealing zones, so it's not a trend, so you don't have to worry too much. I'm going to move Flame. I was going to say Flame Swordsman, Fire Reaper rather than the Worm, because the Worm doesn't take damage, whereas the Reaper does. I said Weeper again. I meant Reaper. Ugh. Don't know what it is with my R's, sometimes they just come out wrong. Now, I said R's, not arse. I want to clarify. Right, there we go. Yes, I know. So I've got myself a new PS2 controller, which was quite cheap, considering... I mean, no, it wasn't cheap. Considering how old the fucking PS2 is, the controller is ludicrously expensive. But anyway, I've got a new one, I'm still getting used to it. It's a bit smaller than the one I've been using. Because the one I've been using is isn't an official Sony PS2 one. It's shit. What does it say anyway? It doesn't even have a fucking brand written on it. So that's how bad it is. But it's got nice big juicy handles.
You
so
hurt my monster. I'm gonna repay you 10 times back.
So yeah, it's got nice big handles, so I don't have to fuck around with my big gorilla paws, as it were. But yeah, the reason I've got a brand new controller is because I've only had the one, and I mean I've had more than one controller in the past, but I moved house not too long ago, and a bunch of my extra controllers got lost in the move. Bit of a pain in the ass, but at least it was only PS2 controllers and not PS3 or, God forbid, fucking PS4, because that would be fucking annoying if I lost one of those, because they're still fucking expensive regardless of what direction you go down. So yeah, the first...
I wasn't concentrating, and I paid for that.
The first bonus episode I put up, which should be up by now, I think. Yeah, it's definitely going to be up by now. This video ain't coming out for about a month, so yeah. Sorry to tear back the curtain a bit there, but it's true. This video is not going to be coming out for a while, and I doubt anyone will be commenting on it. If you're commenting on any of these videos, I will be reading them, but by the time I read them, the video would have been long gone. This Let's Play is probably done by the time this video comes out. So yeah, my first bonus episode, which was in Hogs of War, guest starring my brother, was originally going to be me and him fucking around in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Maybe do a series of it in Galactic Conquest, me versus him, or as co-op, depending on which one my brother was more confident with. But, you know, couldn't find any of my fucking secondary controllers. Forgot that I lost a bunch in the fucking move. So we ended up doing Hogs of War, because you can still play PS1 games on my PS3, whereas you can't do anything with PS2 games on PS3. That looks like a very big trap. How many defense points have I got? 49. How many attack have they got? 1, 2, 6 minus 49. Yeah, you can take 2 hits before dying. So I'll trigger your trap. Easy, easy. Yeah, you are. You're in massive trouble, Tristan. You've lost at this point. His 2 petite... Are they called petite worms? Petite moth. His 2 petite moths don't stand a fucking chance. The only real threat was his thunder type monsters, and once they're gone, you shouldn't have any problem dealing with his petite moths.
I'm in big trouble.
So even on the off chance that these 2 moths defeat all 3 of these monsters, Psychic Kappa's going to come up here and finish them off. Or even if... and it's not going to happen, it just ain't. But even if Psychic Kappa falls as well, if he takes out all 4 monsters, I've still got 2 more monsters out at the back for him to advance on. And he ain't surviving that, especially seeing as one of them is a Fire Reaper. I know he's badly damaged, but... But yeah, you get to a certain point and you're pretty much safe in these levels. You're you can't lose once you've taken out a certain amount of the enemy's opponents. The opponent's monsters. That's what I was trying to say, but my words got all flubbed. So yeah, yeah, you do fuck all damage, Royce. So yep, didn't do dick. So yeah, hazards aren't too hazardous right now, but later on they'll be doing stuff, ridiculous amounts of damage. Like, I think one of the very last levels there's a hazard that does nearly 100 damage. Might straight up do 100 damage, but that might be a bit too much. There's definitely one that goes up to 50, and that's... It's not life-threatening, but for weaker monsters with low health, it's not going to help you none. So you want to avoid hazards as much as you can. Like I said, this is the only level where you have to go through hazards.
This will finish you.
Which makes sense. We're still in the tutorial stages. They don't do dick all damage, so it don't matter. It's just teaching you if you see a weird...
I am getting steamrolled like a freeway.
That's an interesting expression.
No wonder you're a champion.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. It just teaches you that if you see some weird effect on the battlefield, chances are it's a hazard. Maybe avoid it. Send something in with a lot of health just to gauge how much damage it does, if it does do a damage at all.
I knew I didn't stand a chance against an expert like you, but it was a lot of fun. Keep it up, Yugi. I'm counting on you to win it all.
Thank you, Tristan.
So yeah, so all buddy-buddy at this point. Even when you beat your opponents, they're like, yeah, do it for me. But it's, you know, later on we'll get to people who are genuinely Yugi's rivals, so they're a little less friendly when you beat them. But they're still, you know, they're not too threatening. They're not threatening or anything, you know. I mean, fuck's sake, it's a children's game. Let's see here. I'm just gonna skip saving data. Yeah, yeah. Because even if I lose a duel, it doesn't matter. You can just retry. There's no consequences for losing in this game until other than a bit of, if you care that much, a bit of a wounded pride or ego. But why would you care about such things? It's a video game, for fuck's sake. And not even a real person, it's the computer. Everyone should be able to beat the computer. So, yep, Duke Devlin next, who has got a dark symbol. One of the few people who does. Not quite sure why he's dark. I guess because he started out as a bad guy. He wasn't even bad, really. He was just a dick. If that makes sense. So yeah, this video's only been recording for about 20 minutes, so I think I'll take Duke on in this part. So yeah, let's go. Let's fucking take out Duke motherfucking Devlin. Who I don't remember a lot about Duke. I remember he made he made a rip-off of the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game that was Dungeon Dice Monsters, and it was an interesting episode, at least I suppose, because it was different, but it was never really gonna make you go, yeah, Duke Devlin's super cool. Nah, Duke Devlin's a fucking prick.
Yugi, don't forget that I invented Dungeon Dice Monsters, so I'm a game expert myself. Let's see who's the real king of games. I challenge you to a duel.
I accept your challenge, Duke Devlin.
When I win, all will hail the new champion.
It's time to duel.
Duel. Was that ever actually done in the cartoon? Does anyone do? I feel like it was a thing, but it's been a while, a long while. So yeah, yeah, I don't remember. I can't really say much about Duke Devlin either, because other than his one episode as the antagonist, where he was being a dick to everyone, he made Jerry Reeler dress as a dog and act like a dog amongst his cheerleaders or something. I'm not denying that Joey didn't deserve it, because I think Joey was being a dick as well, so it was kind of tit for tat really. But I remember distinctly Duke Devlin was a dickhead until Yugi beat him at his own game, and then he was like, oh cool, let's be friends, I guess. It's been a long time, and Duke Devlin was never a character that jumped at me. So I'm avoiding using light monsters, because I'm just going to use full water, because nothing's going to be strong against me. Nothing's going to be weak, but I'll take the trade-off, I think, because if I was to exploit weaknesses in this level, I can't anyway, because I've only got a couple of light monsters and no earths. He covers his bases pretty well, because he's got only Thunder and Dark, which means if you use Earth to take out the Thunder ones, the Dark ones will fuck you up. And you don't need Earth to take on the Thunder guys, because they're only Steel Scorpions, they've got less than 200 HP. Karibos are more like tank-type creatures, because they've got an awful lot of HP, considering how weak they are. Well, they're not weak here, but they're weak in the card game, because they're fucking, basically arrow fodder, if you could, if anything in the Yu-Gi-Oh world can be considered an arrow. Yeah, let's get this on. Yeah, I'll go this way, because that way we'll be able to take the Thunder Scorpion out. And we'll use Root Water here, I guess. No, I'm gonna, oh, I've got 2 Root Waters anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll put you right next to him. Yeah, it should be pretty good. No, I haven't. I'm gonna swap one of my Root Waters for the Psychic Kappa. Yep, there we go. Wait, is that going to work? No. Let's see here. 1, no. Yeah. There's one to do. Yeah. So yeah, even though good old Grandpa tells us, no, don't use a single type of monster, that's really stupid and dumb. It's not. As long as you know what the opponent's using, which you can only find out if you attack first, by the way, so that you don't even get that advantage. You think if you attack second, you'd at least be able to find out what the opponent was using. But no, you only find out if you attack first. So there's no downside to attacking first, guys, ever. Even if you don't want to move first, you can summon all your monsters and then just wait. You can play a waiting game, it's not a problem. So certain characters will choose to attack second because they like to have fancy smancy fucking deployment maps, but it doesn't benefit you. You know, it might benefit you against a human player, but these aren't humans.
Our forces are evenly matched.
Can you count? I outnumber you. That doesn't make it us even. You know? Is that just me? Because in my opinion, we're not even. I mean, I know no one's done any damage yet, but I'm clearly ahead already just because I haven't. Sorry, I have a 1 monster advantage. As you can see, by the way, the monster advantage you get is taken away now because we're not playing fucking chodes like Joey and Tristan.
I will use all my strength.
We're playing against people who actually want to beat you and win this fucking tournament. Whereas Joey and Tristan are just like, ah, it's you. He'll probably kick our ass anyway. Let's just get it over and done with as quick as possible, I guess. Close your eyes and think of England. Is that how that expression goes, or have I made that up? So yeah, I wasn't going to move anyone, but I think I'll move my 2 root waters a space up, just so that they're within striking distance next turn. Actually, will 2 be beneficial there? 1, 2... Yeah, I'll move you forward 2, because no one can get you anyway, so yep. We'll then turn there. Hang on. 2, 1, 2, 3... Nah, we don't even need to move you, so yeah, we'll then turn. Cool. This battle's going quite quick. This battle's interesting, because I think this may be the smallest map in the game. And I think that's pretty much the only thing that makes this challenging. I didn't think anyone would be able to attack him there. Oh well, not a problem. I mean, it's a slight problem, but it hasn't even taken him to half health, so I'm not too fussed about it. And for some reason he moves his symbol, but he could afford it, because his side of the field takes so little ability points. Ability points? AP even. It's only...
I'll use all my skills.
Only takes 30 per for every one of these monsters, so yeah, he's it's quite a unique team because they're not strong monsters, but in this kind of environment where you haven't got the ability to maneuver properly, it can beat a lot of teams, especially if you're not prepared for it.
I'm running out of options.
I love how they say stuff like that when all they've done is taken 1 attack. At this point, they could turn it around if they tried. I mean, they couldn't, but if they were a human, they could. You know? Mind you, if they were human, they'd probably be playing like me and fucking waiting anyway. They wouldn't be fucking sending everything forward without thinking. I mean, some people do. That's how some people play games, but...
I couldn't afford losing that monster.
I like trying to be rather calm with my placements, especially in games that require a certain amount of patience. It's games like this. Patience is your friend. If you're not patient, you're going to fucking lose. Simple as. Put you there, I guess. 2. Fuck. I don't know where I could move you without fucking truth. Fuck it. I'm going to move you 1 to the right, so he's at least protected a bit, I suppose. So yeah, the AP also shoots up because until now it's been 300 max AP. We're on 450, which is surprising. Really, it doesn't make a lot of sense considering Duke doesn't take up a lot of AP himself. He only needs 150 to do all of his stuff.
You're doing pretty good, but that's not gonna last forever.
No, I'm pretty sure it will. So White Dolphin's gonna get fucked. I love the fact they've got such a high defense rating, because if this was anything other than a water type, 2 attacks would take him out. In fact, I reckon if I was using a thunder type, such as a Steel Scorpion, that monster would be dead without having to take the extra hit from the Steel Scorpion over there. By the way, he's going to take that Dolphin. No, he's not. Okay. I thought he was going to take Dolphin out. That's what I would have done. I'd have pressed my advantage and just gone, yeah, fuck it. So yeah, you'd be taking at least 100 damage each time if I wasn't using water monsters. So I think it's a very solid element to go for. But that's just me. Everyone's got their own opinion. Some people might be drawn to the fire symbol just because you can pretty much one-shot everything if you've got a fire symbol. So yeah, there's that. You can literally you can one-shot everything except for a water type with your fire monsters if you're a fire type symbol. Even you can even one-shot water types sometimes depending on how strong the monster is, because there's quite a lot of options which have a heavy firepower for the water types at least. For the water types even, for the fire types even, so very good possibility. I reckon White Dolphin will be able to take him. I'm hoping. I was afraid the game crashed in, and I had a miniature heart attack there.
That's bad.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna take him out. Yep. Yep. And then we'll move our Root Water forward, and he can defend our White Dolphin from Karibo while attacking Karibo. So, fun times. Oh, we even got a level up out of it. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, 100 experience points across the board. They don't change the amount of experience depending on your level. It's 100 experience all the way up to level 9, which is the max level for your monsters. But the amount of experience they get from killing stuff is lowered. So that's kind of how they balance it out. I'm guessing that that green light is the thunder element. Yep, and that's why it didn't do as much damage. I've only got 2 options here, so I guess I'll go forward. And, yeah, that's about all I can do, really. I suppose I move my symbol for shits and giggles. Yep, that's fine. Also, I think that Scorpion may have been within attacking range if I didn't move him, so... I didn't double check, but I'm pretty sure that would have been the case. Yeah, he's not even trying to take out the White Dolphin with that Scorpion, so I'm quite thankful. That Psychic Kappa might get read, though. Is that what they're called, Psychic Kappas? I've been calling that the entire time, but I haven't really read it. Oh, yeah, you can do that. Never mind. Okay, fair enough. My mistake there.
This is what's gonna let me turn this duel upside down.
I've lost a monster, it's not a big deal. In case that didn't give it away, I'm not a believer in the heart of the cards. You can't see me, but I did air quotes there. I remember fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid. The card game with friends, and you had that one friend, that one fucking friend who would draw a card, but before they draw it, they'd wait a second and go, I believe in the heart of the cards, I believe in the heart of the cards. It's like, oh, fucking... we were kids though, it's excusable when you're a kid. I don't think anyone did it when we were adults. I say adults, we never fucking played as adults. But, you know. Always that one person who's got to make stuff like that. Mind you, I can't really talk because I'm pretty sure I did the same fucking thing with the Beyblade craze when I was younger. I used to fucking... I can't even remember what the fucking things were called, but you had the creatures, the little pog type things that went on top of the Beyblade. And they had fucking names, and I used to shout out the name of whatever fucking monster I had on it when I was Beyblading with another person. So we've all got our fucking weaknesses, especially as kids when you're an idiot and don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know what, next time I level up I should probably take a moment to explain what all the fucking stats are, but that is not this day.
If I don't do something soon, I may as well pack it in.
You can just pack it in now, I won't complain. I'm going to move you so you're shielded by a degree. Let's see, where are you going? Yeah, you can go there, fuck it. And we'll move you forward too, and you can attack. I probably should have moved where that Kappa's gone. Oh, I don't even do that much damage, that's a bit sad. I'm going to have to attack it 3 times if I want to take a symbol out, so... Well, I'll work on it. Let's see. You can't actually do much, can you? So we'll move you here then, I guess. And I think everyone's safe from being killed, at least. He's only got 2 monsters. That Psychic Kappa might go down, but no one else should. Not even the Psychic Kappa, he managed to evade. Which is rather fortunate, because I generally thought that Karibo was going to be able to move to finish him off. Still Scorpion is definitely out of range, so I don't have to worry about him. Let's see here. I think I can take him out now. I think. I totally can. So let's do that then. Let's win by symbol victory. I've already beaten 1 Steel Scorpion, 1 Karibo, so I can take 1 of each of his monsters. So it's not a big deal. I might take 2 Karibos because I've already got a Steel Scorpion in the deck and I haven't got any Dark monsters right now, so it'll give me some much needed variety, I think. This will finish you!
This will finish you!
Never gets a unique line of dialogue when he ends someone. The defeat dialogue from NPCs when you beat them varies depending on if you win by wiping out all the monsters or wiping out their symbol.
My symbol's destroyed! How could I not see that coming?
That's because you kept moving your symbol about too much. It happens. Duke moves his one around a lot. I think this stage design is meant for you to be going after the symbol, really. Especially seeing as there's not much incentive to killing all his monsters, because he's got nothing unique.
Yugi, you really are the king of games.
Bow down, you shit.
You're not too bad yourself.
I lost, but I don't regret a thing, because I dueled my best. Yugi, keep at it and win the tournament.
Thanks.
You get a fucking huge experience boost if you fucking destroy a symbol. Anyway, AP, the amount of AP they need to move. MP, how much they cost. Attack, their attack strength. Plus AP, how much AP they give you when you summon them from their capsule. PP, health, I think it stands for power points, but I'm not sure. Defense, self-explanatory. Symbol, attack effect, weight. So how much your symbol boosts their, I think that's attribute effect actually. Symbol attribute effect rate. That's how much they boost. It boosts this monster. So at the moment it's 100, now it goes up to 105. Landform, attack, attribute effect weight even goes up, which is, well, when you land on a certain space, whatever attribute that space is, that's how much it affects it by. And map attribute effect rate, which you saw me point out in the bottom right hand corner of the first duel I did, is every map has its own attributes and they contribute to the whole fight. So if you use, there's a fight coming up in the second set of arenas which is heavily wind based, and you'll find that most of my monsters get fucking wrecked in that stage. So the only challenging one for a water duelist is when you face that wind user. Fortunately, I plan to have some wood monsters by that time, so we'll be able to counter it, I hope, by using mostly wood as opposed to water. I probably won't use any water in that fight because they will get fucking owned. Quite proper and all. So yeah, we've just taken out Tristan and Duke Devlin, so yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time.